Alright, so I'm going to show you the best way to beat Demon Hunter Scum in Arena. Because if you face Demon Hunter, they do 30k DPS. They mana burn you on cooldown and will win by default by doing nothing the entire fucking game. So I'm going to tell you what is the best way to beat them. So I'm just going back in a VOD here and going over a game. So
Well, I have to go.
I'm just on my alt here. He's geared, but he doesn't have the best stats. So I'm just going for 2100. The talents I'm taking right now, I'm going Avenging Light. You don't need Ultimate Sack if a Demon Hunter is going to train you. I'm pretty sure I go back and switch that. So for my main talent, I go Vision of Perfection here, but that's only because this Pally's gear, I could just die to spam healing if I don't get lucky with crits. If I was on like my main H spell who has like 11% more crit, you could take Flame for more damage, which is the other best option in my opinion. So yeah, I eventually go Avenging Light and Divine Favor. You know, Divine Favor can help you live, you need that. Avenging Light is for damage, and you obviously need Light's Grace. I'm not going Bestowed Faith because I don't know if it's still purgeable. It used to be purgeable. I just think it's a trash talent. Especially when you get kicked, you can Crusader Strike twice, reset the cooldown of your Holy Shock, and if I get a Wings proc, which is why I'm going Perfection, is because this Pally has low crit, so if I get a Perfection proc at the right time, it's going to give me a crit, and I can use that to juke. So, going Relentless, because it still doesn't get you out of every burn. You're still going to land pretty much every burn, but it's better than Trinket. So Arsham, probably one of the harder versions. Druid would probably be easier. We got Wiz K here. So I'm using this game because Wiz K is a good player. Maybe not, maybe he's still learning DH, but definitely not a total ape like most of these DHs. So initially stunned, mana burned instantly. You see that what you're doing? I belf instantly because I just want mana back right away. It's a mana game. Also, the requirements for this, you're gonna last a lot longer and potentially have a better chance of killing if you have the trinket off of mod that gives you mana back. And be sure that can be dispelled, so be sure that you're using that when the healer uses a dispel, or he's out of the healer's line, because I'm pretty sure if it gets dispelled, you don't get the mana back. So the strat for this is my Windwalker is going to sit the Shaman, not because he's going to actually kill the Shaman, but I want the DH away from the Shaman, so he's not getting dispels, and he's not getting Riptides off on him. I'm not getting anything from the Shaman. My Windwalker is probably not going to kill the Shaman, but the strat is to have both of us eventually doing that like split pressure. So I'll continue. The Duke kick there, he instantly incasts me. Gets another mana burn. That's 2 mana burns in 2 seconds. Like what? Okay, so I do kick, I can free cast. And I has the Shaman earlier because he didn't grounding, but it's really important to get the DH's trinket, so my Windwalker leg sweeps him there, which is good. But if that doesn't happen, you need to hodge him out of LOS, and any mindless autism DH will trinket that, and that's what you want. You need to trinket down. So I have Hodge back up. Make sure he's out of line. Hodge him. He gets to the spell here, but I see how much damage I'm doing. I'm using Wings for damage, by the way. The key is you're going to catch this DH without a trinket, and you're going to full Hodge him, and preferably pop Wings and do so much damage to him. Because DHs, if you play healing spec, last spec, you're going to lose. They don't die unless you just go full offensive and kill them. Look at he's just mindlessly training me. Sorry, Whiskey, but you're DH. Just training me the entire game, running when he has to. Look how much pressure we have on that DH because he just wants to line his Shaman. I've already used my mana trinket and I'm at 70% mana. Hodge him out of LOS. He gets the dispel. My monk should probably be on the Shaman stopping those dispels, but he's hitting the DH for some reason. I would have rather him just stay on the Shaman. I don't know what I'm doing in my bags. I must have opened an accident. Putting Consecration down just for extra damage. Mana burn, what a surprise. Just meta doing damage. I'm dispelling. You always want to dispel flame debuffs, by the way. So I have Hodge back up. He has no trinket. Next Hodge, I can wings on him. I have battlefield focus there. And when you Hodge him, if you're not 100%, you always want to get a couple casts off first, because that's basically your only time you're going to be able to cast reliably. And yeah, my mana trinket's back up. I pop it instantly. He's out of the shaman's line. I pop wings, start doing damage. Stuns me. I think I bubbled. I just bubbled that just because. Save mana, because it doesn't really matter. Just doing as much damage as I can. There, I Hodge the shaman just because I can't Hodge DH right in front of the shaman. So, run away from the shaman again. Trying to do damage. Consecrate. You just want to do max damage. And another thing I didn't mention, it's really important on his, if he's low, like he's meta right here, I threw a Maledict on him because that's his, he could probably passively heal this if you don't Hodge metas and Maledict metas. He probably doesn't need the shaman to heal, so you want to make sure you're using Maledict on metas to stop his leech and Hodges on metas. So I got a full Hodge here. He has trinket, so he's going to trinket instantly probably. Yep, trinkets instantly. They just trinket on cooldown. That's what most DHs do. That's why you want to Hodge basically whenever you have it. They're just going to trinket on cooldown. Just doing damage here. I don't think he's kicked me at any point in this fight. I think I've juked every kick. I think at one point I used Divine Favor and he spell steals it and I juked the kick after, I think. Look at, I'm pretty low. You think you can't panic. You can't panic. It's just a DH doing 30k DPS. My Windwalker comes in to help me out a little bit, chases him off. That's probably okay to do if he's low. It's good for your DPS to come and just hit him off, especially if you're in trouble. But other than that, look at wings, full Hodge. Oh, so much damage. It's really important to get those consecrates down because you're gonna do like 10k in those. Watch right here. He goes. Look at that. He thinks he purges it, and I don't know, but I actually do. So I press Divine Favor out of this. He saves his purge for it. I know he gets it off right now. And I still juke the kick. I'm barely living, by the way, by never being kicked. That's what this class is. That's what Demon Hunter is, boys. It's a joke. So just spam do damage. Spam do damage. Totally offensive. You got Link there. Once again, I'm going to drag the DH away. Still doing damage. Now he has meta. I have no melee for it. I'm just gonna... He just grounds nothing. Kill it. I don't even have Hodge, you dumb buffoon. My Windwalker does have Karma, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm just doing damage with wings now. I think this is a... That was a vision proc. So... I wasn't actually pressing wings there. Hodge him. Look it. Little dumb ape. Sorry, Whiskey, again. You're a good player, but dude, I hate DHs. Cast a whole heal. They're both dead from trying. He can't keep up with the DH and healing himself. And they go down. A DH losing an arena, everybody. It does happen. And this is how to do it. So, hopefully that helps. I don't know if this goes for all healers. But I'd imagine their win conditions are the same for every healer. It's basically just mana burn you in 4 minutes. If not, you're 4 minutes in, you could probably just die to straight up damage. So the best thing you can do is have your DPS sit on the healer and keep him away from the DH. And if you're able to spec for more damage, do that. And just try to do as much damage on the DH as you can. Because it doesn't matter if you run healing stuff, if you're in 4 minutes. Doesn't matter. You can't do anything if you have 0 mana. So you take all damage. Monk might be a little bit harder because you don't do too much damage. Shamans, I don't really know. You can Flame Shock, Lava Burst, Traits, whatever. Disc Priest could do this. H-Spells, this is how you do it. And Druids, yeah, you could probably just go Cat and do the same thing. But I've been beating a lot of DHs doing this lately. And there's nothing I love more than sitting on a DH, spam laughing him, and then afterwards whispering him and telling me how trash he is. And just trolling the fuck out of him because he's just a terrible player. Not you, WizK, but every other demon hunter. It feels so good to beat them. So I hope this video helps you destroy this disgusting fucking class in the arena. There you go.